Hello, everyone, and welcome to the reading for January 15th. We're going to see what the overall energy is. Today, I have actually pre shuffled the cards and took the messages that came out for us. And I did a 6-card spread here. And the first message that came out here for us is the Ten of Earth, which is the Ten of Pentacles. And it says that a very happy family life, financial security, and finding magic in the little things in life. So maybe you're feeling at a point right now where you are very grateful for all of the abundance that you have in your life currently. This is everything that you ever wish for, really, with the Ten of Earth, the Ten of Pentacles. And we see, like a happy home life, and being provided for. I guess seeing the abundance on the outside that you have created on the inside. So finding the magic in the little things in life. And from there we have the Three of Water, so a celebration. So this is our Three of Cups card here. And what is it saying here? It's a celebration, a wedding, a graduation, or a birth announcement. The need to have more fun. So some really key messaging here. I'm looking at all of these, like the Ten of Earth as that wish card. And we kind of talked a little bit about this in previous readings this week, where the whole idea of getting out there, enjoying life, and bringing the simple pleasures, I guess, into life. And when we do that, we create more of an opportunity for all of our wishes to be fulfilled in this Ten of Earth card. We also have Archangel Sandalphon, and he is about the traditional viewpoints or methods, maybe being involved with any kind of spiritual organizations, or even just looking for a mentor who you feel could mentor you. Maybe you're feeling like the people that you used to hang around with prior to just maybe don't match you on your level anymore. And maybe you're looking for this soul family, because this is what I see here. We see this Archangel Sandalphon, and we see all of the little orbs that are around here. And to me, that's those like-minded souls, the ones that vibrate on your very same level. We see maybe a feeling of having or wanting to get out and finding that mentor for you. Or maybe you yourself are to be this mentor for others. Seeing this Archangel Sandalphon. Unity. Unity is a really interesting concept. I think that it's one that has been coming forward a lot in terms of how we look at our belief systems, our traditions. And when I look at this in particular, I've had an opportunity to study several different cultures and how they view the world. And from what I understand is that we all hold a piece of this puzzle. So I see those world religions kind of coming together like this as being a part of that pie or a piece of that pie. And even when I look at this card, I do see a cross here. I see the Star of David. So we are looking at those various cultures and traditions. So respecting one another for our belief systems, and not getting too involved in the dogma. I find that it is the rules and regulations that the various religions have, or ways of doing things that often exclude or have people feeling like they are being excluded. So really coming together with that unity, and no matter what the belief system is, knowing that we are all connected, and that if we hurt someone else, again, we are only hurting ourselves. Under the Ten of Earth, we have the Nine of Fire, which is the Nine of Wands, that wounded warrior who has come through so many things in life, And there were times where you felt as though you just wanted to give up, but you didn't. You continued on. You protected the things that you have created in life, and you had the courage and the belief in yourself in order to be able to move forward. Um, Learned lots of things, and in this card in particular, I see a dragon there that is like the backup, I guess you could say, for this person in the card, the Nine of Wands, having courage. It looks like you have some very strong helpers around you. This is the way that you've been able to maneuver in through life, is by having this powerful support from the spirit realm, being able to fulfill the mission, or I guess fulfill the mission in terms of you fulfilled the mission of passing all of those trials and tribulations in your lifetime, making you who you are today. There's this saying that you are not what's happened to you. You are more than the sum of what has happened to you. And so, not giving up. Creator has seen you and the struggles and trials and tribulations that you have been through, and there is strong support from the other side to be able to fulfill your earthly missions here. And the next card we have is the Eight of Water, or the Eight of Cups, a desire to move on, a search for something more meaningful, spiritual, and emotional growth. So this is in the center of the spread here, and I feel like this may be something that you have just done, or maybe you're contemplating this move for yourself now, thinking that up until what you have been doing up until this point maybe is not fulfilling you as much or as well as you had hoped to, and it almost seems as though that something that used to fulfill you no longer fulfills you, and you're having a desire to do something that feeds more of your spirit. And right beside that, we have the Two of Wands, and you've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. So as I look at this card here, maybe you have that special someone, or you are meeting this special someone, someone who you can collaborate with and begin to build upon. When I look at the fire or the wands, I look at it as spirit, so it looks as though you've begun a new path where you're just beginning that foundation, and maybe that is with your higher self, or maybe that is with a new partner in business or in romance, however you want to look at that. But I do see the two figures here, and that you have come into your own, that you deserve everything that you have worked for in this partnership and collaboration that will be successful. Now from that, I also chose some numerology guidance cards, and all four of these cards came out together. And the first one that had come up was patience. And I'm really wondering, did this patience card come up before in a reading previous this week? But just to be able to have that patience, and knowing that everything that you put out there in terms of manifestation, that it is coming to you. That Creator is arranging things behind the scenes. And then beside that patience, we have karmic completion. So that number 10, when I look at that number 10, it actually just reminds me of this year, 2026, that adds up to that number 10, that completion. So maybe you are closing chapters from the past, things that you needed to learn in order to move on into this next phase in your life. But just being patient with yourself as you move through that, as you move through the healing of those final or last remnants of that karmic cycle that you have just completed. So way to go, good for you. And then beside this, we have manifestation. So again, lots of manifestation coming up this week as well. Almost every single reading, I think I've had a manifestation card come up here for us. And so when I look at this, the Eight of Water is just above that. So when I look at these three cards, or even the center card here, the Eight of Water, you know, walking away from something, but then also beginning to manifest what it is that you want in your life. So you have the power and the ability to do that, the skills and the resources to do that. Especially when I look at this Ten of Earth card, that you have all of the resources, the skills and ability, as well as that stable foundation to be able to move away from something that no longer serves you and manifest, you know, what it is that you want to bring into your life. And when you do that, it does take a little bit of effort. And I look at this effort card, number 13, you know, those 13 grandmother moons is the way that I look at that number 13. But 13, the 1 and the 3, also equals a 4, which is foundation. And so as you start out on this new fool's journey, even though I don't see the fool card here in front of me, I do see that karmic cycle of completion has now happened, and that you are able to move forward with this manifestation, whatever it is that your heart desires. You know, this Ten of Pentacles that we got in the very first card that came out today. So just being patient with yourself, and those manifestations will come. I see the number 2 here, and 2 kind of coinciding along with this Two of Fire. So that partnership and collaboration, to just be patient for it. You know, maybe this collaboration hasn't quite happened yet, or maybe it's just kind of slow to start. But if you have that patience, it will come to be. I love the beautiful orange here with that sacral chakra energy, the creativity, that spontaneity. And we see the color orange as well within that Two of Fire. So that's pretty much the reading for today. I'm thinking I'll maybe just get an oracle card, see what other messaging might be coming through for the beautiful collective today. Spirit guides and creator, if there is a message that needs to come out from this beautiful oracle deck, and we did have one come out, and it is the Grand Symphony, number 27. And you know, when I look at this, I look at those beautiful hummingbirds and that unconditional love that the hummingbird brings, that joy, and the joy of music and sound. You know, I think I'm going to actually see if I can read what this card is all about here. It's from the Oracle of the Seven Energies. I really like this deck because it's so descriptive. And I'm just going to read what it says here in terms of this Grand Symphony. Let's see if we can get the overall message. If you're facing a paradox today, you need to focus on being your unique self, for only you can bring your own special harmony to the symphony of the world. You need to learn to be selfless and put the we before me, seeing yourself as part of consciousness that unifies us all. Interesting. You're invited to take a step back and see a bigger picture about your individual part on the world stage. And this blends in with the glory of all life. It's true that who you are and what you do counts in far-reaching ways. Consider this, though. When you listen to the music, it's the whole and not any single note on its own that makes the song come alive. So it's almost like a reconfirmation, this Grand Symphony card, with this unity coming together, bringing that unity together. It is bringing that grand symphony together, and how we all carry a piece of this. So not one is better than another. We all carry a piece of the pie, and we all have gifts to share with each other. We just have to find the courage to come forward and share those with others. So that is your reading for today. Finding that unity, finding those gifts, but being patient for this manifestation, this beautiful 10 of Pentacles. So thank you for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed your message. Please like, share, and subscribe. I am trying to build my channel organically, and I'm hoping that as each reading goes, that I sound more comfortable and more authentic. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions, if you want, any comments. I appreciate any questions or comments that you may leave below. So we'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.